Alright, so we're back with more Portable Ops. As always, I'm Python60 with my guest Shindragon and I, Loon. And today, we're gonna go find some information.
That man just chopped himself in the eye.
Oh man. So, we're finding ourselves rolling up in a silly little place called the patrol station.
They're not very obvious. They didn't even were created with the mission names.
No. They don't actually give you mission names. They give you locations and then tell you, go to this location, or else you won't be progressing anytime soon.
Operation Get Off My Lawn.
So, basically, Roy's right now is just telling us, by the way, if you stalk up on someone, you can find information. We'll be seeing that more in the second video for this update, where we actually go and, take us some comrades.
I was gonna say, did they ever really talk about Roy's fever, or was that just added just for the hell of it?
Yeah, something does come out of Roy's fever, and we will be dealing with that shortly, in fact. Not this update, but perhaps next or the one after that. So yes, it is an actual plot point. It isn't just say, oh hey, Roy's got a fever.
MGS4 will go on to retcon the explanation for that fever. It was actually Spanish flu.
No, it was the first. It was the first first series of nanomachines that was created.
He was providing secret work.
Indeed, freaking Roy.
I don't care what you say, Roy's a cool dude.
Yeah, he is.
And apparently
just...
these folks' commanding officer is really good at poker.
Apparently so. He's got a good game face.
That's no ordinary nuclear weapon.
No, it's obviously not. So now, for once in a Metal Gear game, it's not blatantly explained to us what we need to do. But in order to progress, we have to go find that document that we found, that the cutscene showed us behind that major guy. And to do that, we're gonna shoot everyone in the face with tranquilizer darts.
They didn't even see it coming, even though that guard was just a few feet away from his comrade. He's like, oh, you're just gonna go to sleep? Alright, fine. I'm just gonna stand here. And, oh, got shot.
Well, that's the thing. The one was standing behind the other, so taking out the one behind the other guy, somehow the body dropping to the ground doesn't alert him, but,
It's the Bob Club, I tell you.
Snake has always had the good fortune of invading places that are really bad at team-building exercises. All the guards here hate each other.
Right. He also finds the places where there's just items everywhere, just floating around in little item boxes.
So, you gotta choose between heroin, a candy bar, or some snow goggles to throw out.
Yeah, I just realized they do look like that.
So, here we come across our first instance of the inventory limit. You have 4 spaces. You can't get any more unless you have other comrades willing to pick it up. And later on, we'll have some people who are able to take that to the truck and therefore store it for us. But that won't be for a little while yet.
I kind of like the idea behind that, of having an inventory limit when you're supposed to be sneaking around.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's not like you're taking around a big old backpack and just have all your weapons.
Yeah, just a good old fanny pack.
Yep.
This guy must have inventory limits too, because there's nothing in his office.
Nope. Well, there is, but they're hidden from him because they're under tables.
Yeah, it's too bad he's like the only guard there.
Nobody Major has really bad knees. If just anything falls under the table, it's gone. You can't get it back.
And right here we have this funny little cell. Nothing in it yet. Maybe there will be later. Anyway, the prison had little areas like this too, where if you actually went and explored, you could actually find a few items. But since we'll be returning there later in the LP, I figured just to get the hell out of there, because there's plenty of exposition there to tide everyone over.
Yeah, Snake is like, where is those secret documents? I'm just looking around.
An interesting note about the level design in this game is that if for some reason an area is blocked off, like the first or second time you go there, perhaps it won't be blocked off another time when you return. So there is actually reason to go back to areas you've completed the objectives for.
Exploration? Backtracking? What?
It's
In
almost
my Metal Gears?
Alright, so now that we've found pretty much everything that's in this map currently, besides that one thing under the table that I somehow managed to miss the first time I was in the room.
Like I said, it was camouflaged easily, and Snake was not prepared for our documents under the table camouflage.
Yeah. So, anything with that black and red stripe around the edges, that's something you need to collect for the rest of the game to progress. So now that we found the documents, Roy's like, "Hey, cool, you got them documents. Let's go read them now. Let's go read this diary. Find out the juicy secrets of whoever wrote this diary."